Nimble's lead pipeline is here to help you declutter your deals pipeline. Some of you may be keeping track of your leads in a specific stage in your deals pipeline, or maybe even have an entire pipeline dedicated to leads. That's all fine and dandy, depending on your lead volume and workflow, but eventually, you can find your deals pipeline overloaded with leads. Not to mention that every deal you add to your pipeline is tracked in your reports, which can kind of misrepresent your conversion and such. So that's why Nimble's lead pipeline is here, so you can move through qualifying leads a little quicker, and you'll know the deals in your pipeline are qualified to be there. The lead pipeline feature enables you and your team to qualify prospects as they go through the buying process and ultimately convert to a sale. So no matter if you're in real estate, marketing, a recruiter, or another profession, you can create multiple pipelines and stages that suit your business needs. Let's start by setting up a lead pipeline in stages so you get an idea of how it works. We're going to head to Settings, where a generic lead pipeline has already been created. This pipeline reflects the stages of a simple lead nurturing process. A contact or company starts as a new lead. The lead is reviewed to ensure they are a good fit by way of checking out their social profiles and company websites. Then you and your team will outreach to connect and qualify or disqualify the lead. After the qualification or disqualification process, you can either convert the lead into a deal or simply flag them successful or unsuccessful. If this is all you need in your pipeline, then you can skip the customization process. However, if you need to add more stages or create an entirely new pipeline, you're in the right place. Let's add one more step in the lead process. When creating a stage, you can add instructions so your team is aware of what steps to take before moving the lead to or out of this stage. No matter how good of a salesperson you are, some leads simply do not continue. When this happens, providing a reason for the loss can help you to better understand trends and look for ways to improve on future deals. For each pipeline, you can create a set of unsuccessful reasons. You can also customize what will appear on lead cards so that you are only seeing relevant information at a glance. Fields that are configured in settings are shared with everyone and will display by default for everyone on the team. Individual users can override this view by using Configure Table in the Leads tab. Pipelines can be used to track just about anything. If you're in real estate, you can create a streamlined process so you never miss a step with your client, or create a pipeline to track the progress of an order and stay on top of shipments. To create a new pipeline, just click Add New Pipeline and go through the steps of setting it up and adding stages. Now that we've set up our pipeline, let's start adding leads to it. Leads can be obtained in many different ways, including through networking conferences, website visits, social media, third-party integrations, and so on. Once you have your leads, it can be added directly to Nimble either within the Contacts or Leads tab. Or if you have an existing contact, it can be added to the pipeline. You can also add leads to the pipeline from the Nimble Prospector app, which can be taken with you anywhere that you work on the web. Just open the widget, highlight or hover over the person's name, and you'll have the ability to add that person to Nimble along with adding them to a pipeline. To import leads to your pipeline in bulk, use the Import wizard in Settings, Networks and Imports, and on the third page of the import process, you'll see the section titled Lead Pipeline. If you're using a lead form or other third-party apps, you can use the pipeline ID, which helps with connecting apps. Just copy the ID from within a pipeline and add it to the application of your choice. Let's start with our prospect, Michaela. If you consider the prospect to be a company, just start with the company record. I need to track Michaela as a lead, so I'll add her to my pipeline and choose the stage she's currently in. When this happens, a lead pipeline tab is added to her record, which can be used to progress her to the next stage. And when the time comes to move her into one of the closed statuses, she can then be marked as successful, unsuccessful, or convert to a deal, where she can then be tracked on a sales pipeline. You'll see a history of all past pipelines reflected in the lead history section, which will keep track of whether the lead converted to a sale or not and the reason for this. Now that I've added some leads to my pipeline, I can see everyone I'm currently working with in the Leads tab. At the top, I'm going to choose the pipeline that I'm working with at the moment. I can even add a new pipeline from here if I needed. All active leads will display here, and you'll see their name, job title, and any selected fields that were added to the lead card in Settings. You can add fields to each lead card by choosing Configure Fields. As a lead progresses, I can drag and drop it from one stage to the next, and once it's in the final stage, I can click the three dots and choose the outcome. Leads can be filtered by tags and assignee, as well as sorted by name and date. If you prefer a list view, just choose Listings, and you can alter which fields display in this by selecting the Configure table. You can also choose to only show contacts from a specific stage. Let's say that you want to pull a report of your successful leads, or you want your marketing team to take over engagement with the successful leads that have come in this month. You can easily do this within Segmentation. Just visit your Contacts tab and choose Add Segment. Click Add Contact Filter, and you'll see filters from your lead pipeline. You can easily see your successful leads for the month by choosing Successful from the lead status and adding another filter for Entered Lead Stage. This is segmentation, so you can add other fields as well. For example, if you want to see how a team member is performing, you can filter to just see leads from a specific contact owner. When you have the list you need, you can save it as a save segment, and any new leads that enter your database and match the criteria of the segment will be automatically added to the list for you. For more information, check out our support channel at support.nimble.com or write us at care@nimble.com. Cheers!